Hello, sir. We heard there was a movie night at the Academy last weekend. Can you please tell us more about it?
Oh, definitely. We actually had one of the very most interesting movie nights ever in the academy the last week. That was on a Saturday, the evening of Saturday, precisely by 4 p.m. It was actually a movie night that was talking about La Révolution Française, and that is the French Revolution. How exactly the French people from France got their freedom by actually revolving the government and revolving the anarchy system of their government in order to actually create a kind of freedom and liberty for all.
All right. Please, can you tell us what exactly prompted the movie night?
Well, truth be told, we actually started the French movie night as a means to create more publicity for what we do in the academy, because we found out that a lot of people don't know that we exist. For over 5 years that we have been actually in operation, they don't know what exactly we are doing. They don't know how exactly we do what we do and what we actually have in stock for people that are working with us. So as a result of that, we brought about the initiative to create a kind of cultural setting for even the students that are currently learning French language, to make them see that it doesn't just, we don't get limited by just teaching them in the four walls of the classroom. Rather, we take it a step further by letting them learn about the culture, the theater, the arts of the language, so that they can be able to learn more, practice more, and feel immersed in the French language. So as a result of that, we thought about it that, oh, why not have a French movie night that we could always do for people, we could always organize for people, maybe weekly. Initially, we wanted it to be twice a week, and that was what we have been sticking on to. But based on the demand of people, now we are trying to see how we can make it a weekly based kind of thing, because the last one was really wonderful. A lot of people enjoyed it, and we are happy to get such feedbacks from them.
Oh, that's good. That's good to hear. I want to ask, what are the side attractions to the movie night?
Well, there are a lot of side attractions. Firstly, I would say we had a kind of ticket-based movie night. People actually needed to get tickets, but it was free. We didn't collect any money from them, and that's what we were able to standardize what we were doing. But secondly, we are trying to add up the concept of getting refreshments for people. Refreshments like popcorn, like drinks. Do you understand? And that may actually necessitate they pay a particular token to get tickets, but we are still going to be trying to see how we can work around that and get it free for people. And another thing about the French movie night is that through that medium, a lot of people have been able to learn French even though they are not even in the four walls of the classroom. They have been able to remember some of the things they forgot in the French classes. Some that are not even our students currently, they have gotten to apply themselves in one form of class or the other. So there are a lot of things that are actually encompassed when we talk about the French movement. I think, for instance, we are trying to also add up, though this will be something of a later time, we are trying to add up a kind of martial art. They call it the capoeira, but it is a Brazilian art, but it's something that we can also inculcate into French learning, whereby we make use of French language, and that one we are still working on that for now.
Oh, all right. Still on the movie night, the French movie. You said it's a French movie, so I want to ask, for the purpose of people that are not French learned, like, can they enjoy the movies? Are the movies subtitled?
Well, that's a very good question. I would say it is not that the movies are hard to understand, but to make it easy for people, we downloaded most of the movies in English language. In what I mean is that they are actually subtitled in English. The actors are speaking the French language, but the translations, the English translations of the movies are actually written on the screen, and people can actually use that to follow the films. Though we have other films that have not been translated and are quite easy for people to understand, but we have not been playing that in the movie nights, however.
Okay, yeah, thank you. What should we expect in weeks to come?
Well, firstly, this week we want to start another French movie night this Saturday that is coming up. We want to actually view another film, and that is the part 2 of La Révolution Française, French Revolution. And in weeks to come, we are going to be adding some more interesting films that comes from, okay, we have one film that is coming up, Les Racines, or La Racine, that is the roots. It is a film about slavery, a film that is actually pioneered by one of the very slaves, one of the very old slaves that found his roots. He traced his roots back to Africa, precisely back to Guinea, and he was able to actually see from his knowledge and from his history, from his research, that he's also an African, someone that actually hails from a part of Africa. So it's a very interesting movie. It shows how we were actually enslaved by some of these French colonists, but one way or the other, we saw the beauty of culture. We saw our Africanist nature in that film, and we actually saw that we still have, even though we were enslaved, we still have the zeal, we still have that chutzpah, we still have that how would I call it now, that effrontery to go for what we want, to actually fight for our own freedom, and to finally get freed after so much years of slavery.
All right. Yeah, thank you very much for your time. And that will be all on Lunch Break with A.O.S. And we hope that next time we come to you for information and all, you'll be able to give us more.
Absolutely.
Thank you very much.